Whenever we have one of these X351 generation Jaguar XJs in our collection, it never sticks around for long, because when you consider it, it's obvious why people would love them so much. You have far better fuel economy than something like a used Rolls-Royce or a Bentley or a Daimler. At the same time though, you have what was still a £50,000-60,000 car when new for a fraction of that cost, but still with shockingly good fuel economy, and we'll get to that economy in a second because it's barely believable. A lovely level of kit, not least of which here in Portfolio trim, which is the most in-demand version of these we actually offer, and with the most sought-after engine in the XJ of this era, which is of course the 3-litre V6 diesel. Don't be put off by the fact that it's a diesel in 2024 though, because unlike a lot of other luxury cars, and particularly a lot of 4x4s, petrol and diesels alike, this is not being taxed anywhere near as much as many of them. Being a 2015 car, this is £255 a year to tax, and for reference, many of its peers, some older, some newer, are as high as £740 a year. So that's not only a huge immediate saving, but certainly an ongoing one as well. On top of that though, this is even more car for the money than what we would already have in our collection, because typically you would expect a price tag of 10, 12, perhaps £15,000. This one is under £9,000. Again, for a car that was about 5 or 6 times that cost when it was new in 2015. Now, being finished, as you can tell, in the lovely Italian racing red with that jet black leather interior, as you would hope for, it has a full service history behind it as well, so it looks as good as it drives. It has its 2 original keys intact, and it's ready to go thanks to already having a September of 2025 MOT, and of course being a Portfolio, it is very, very generously equipped. Incidentally, on the point of its MOT and history, it's already had its all-important cam belt change done as well, but to return to those goodies, it has heated and cooling seats, of course that split electronic panoramic roof for front and rear passengers, cruise control, its design pack, which the keen eye will have noticed on the exterior. It's only had 3 owners, incidentally, from new in 2015, and the most recent of whom have had that for 3 years, so clearly they love the car. It has 4-zone climate control, touchscreen display, of course Bluetooth, power opening and closing boot, of course front and rear parking sensors, as well as a parking camera, sat-nav. The list just goes on, as you would expect from what was for a time a royal machine. These were royal vehicles in their use, and it's not hard to see why. The interiors are beautiful, there's acres of room, fantastic ride quality, everything you would, in other words, expect from a legendary Jaguar line. What you would not expect from a legendary luxury Jaguar, though, is that fuel economy. These can actually average up to 46 miles to the gallon, and on the motorway, over 50. And of course, it's on the motorway in particular where these cars really come into their own. It's not lacking on performance either, though. It's not a case of having a small engine for the sake of economy. No, 270 horsepower, 440 foot-pounds of torque, which for reference is only about 20 or so foot-pounds less than the supercharged 5-litre V8 Jaguar models, and as a result, its performance is fantastic when you need it to be. So again, for under £9,000 across the board, for efficiency, visuals, style, interior, ride quality, performance, efficiency, economy, the list goes on. It is a huge amount of car for that price. So then if you are on the market for a Jaguar XJ and this particular example catches your eye, then of course you could reach out about this example via the email address shown here on screen, or of course give us a call on 01749 871 155, or alternately on our mobile number of 07482 267 439.